Okay, so go back a little bit. Again, I'm Crystal Mason Cup. I appreciate you guys staying on and hearing about building a pipeline with doTERRA. What I found is one, most people don't know what a pipeline is. And if you already are familiar with this, you'll totally get it as we go through. It's about residual income. And when I first started with doTERRA, one, I was kind of anti network marketing, never was going to do this in my life because I don't like to talk to people that much, honestly. That you might look at me now and I'm like completely changed. It's because I have passion about this. It's because I've watched people's lives change. And it's because my own life was changed. And once I started having answers for the headaches I was having and starting having answers for the digestive issues I struggled with, it was like a whole new hope came out in me. And I wanted to share that with every single person that I could meet. So there are three types of people in doTERRA: the type that live the wellness lifestyle, and they're perfectly happy doing that. As a matter of fact, my husband told me in the very beginning, 4 years ago, please do not tell anyone we're using oils. I wasn't going to tell anyone. And then they started working so well and I couldn't help it. And I became a sharer. So that's the second type of person, the person who comes to the class and listens, and they are thinking of all the people in their life: their mother who could use Deep Blue on her back, their uncle who could use it for his indigestion, her neighbor who has 4 kids who desperately needs the oils in their life. And they're the type of person who wants to share, host class, and get enough to be able to pay for their product. Someone who wants to replace their income would be someone who's open to earning an income and really making an impact. So someone who came to a class and thought, wow, I love helping people. I could totally do what Crystal does. That might be you. There are two different concepts when it comes to making money. There's hauling buckets and there's building a pipeline. Hauling buckets, simply think of it like this. There's a man who lives in a village and he had to go every single day to the lake or to the river and haul the water from the river to his house. Every day he had to do several trips to be able to make money for his family. He had great job security, but anytime he needed extra money, he had to do more hauling trips. And anytime he needed time off for a sick family member or a vacation, he either couldn't take it time off or he just didn't get paid. That's hauling buckets. Well, that same man got exhausted from doing it, and he recognized that he couldn't do that forever. So he started to build a pipeline. He didn't quit his job. He worked in extra hours in the morning and extra hours at night, and that allowed him to start to build that pipeline. So he started building a pipeline from the river all the way back to his house. And after a few short years of hard work, he turned on that spigot at home, and then he had a residual water flow. So every time people needed water, he simply turned on the spigot, and he no longer had to worry about hauling buckets because he created that, and he had job security, and he didn't have to work more just to have that. So that's what we compare in the US. We're taught very much: go to work, go to school for a really long time, go to work for 40 years, and then hopefully you can retire with 40% of your income and have some of your health left over to be able to enjoy it, right? The building the pipeline is looking at it in a different perspective. It's working harder for a little while so that you can enjoy your life a lot longer. So where are you? Just think about where you're at right now. Are you in a traditional job? Are you trading your hours for dollars? Do they have control of your hours? Are you limited on advancements and earnings? Are you limited on time freedom? Are you building someone else's dream? Are you working really hard for them and then you just have to sit back and get a check, hopefully, and you're really dependent on them? Or are you interested in more of a true residual income, something that once you work a long time in the beginning, you start to get a check forever? There, in direct sales, there's no limits on advancements and earnings. I feel like I'm the perfect example of this because when I came into doTERRA, I found it online. I signed up, never had a clue that this was network marketing. I didn't have an idea of what to do. I didn't have any type of recruiting or sales training at all. And I didn't have a huge network. I just happened to love the product. So the people above me that I happened to know They don't do the business like I do. And so I didn't really have guidance in the beginning, but I surpassed them very quickly. So there's no limits and there's no one above you telling you what you can and cannot do. You're free to choose your own schedule and you're free to build your own dreams. But why doTERRA? There's a few things we're going to talk about. And because if you are going to partner with a company, you should know about them, right? They are the most tested and they're the most trusted when it comes to essential oils. Over 8.5 million customers worldwide, and they are used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. They are the largest essential oil company in the world, and they have a growth rate that was similar to Apple. And they made over $1 billion in their company in 7 years. They're debt-free. They have record-breaking retention, and retention is when people come back and buy again and again. The average in this industry, in a very successful industry in network marketing, say you have a successful company, the average rate for someone coming back to buy more is 13%. That's astounding. doTERRA helps you to create partnerships. They create partnerships around the world, and they teach us to do that same thing in our own neighborhood. They're a privately owned company and they're debt-free, so they can really give. So how do we make money? We sample people, we teach them, we get them started by enrolling them with their own wholesale account, and then we support them. Our team in particular has a fantastic support system. We have Facebook groups that you can join, and we also have continuing education programs and ways for you to reach out. So if you need something specific, we can work hand in hand to help you get it. There are different income opportunities with doTERRA, and you can see that the skies are the limit. And one of my closest friends in this company is a Blue Diamond. She earned that rank, and I call it a rank, but it's really just a pay income in less than 4 years. And she worked her bum off, and she helped enough people to where she got to that Blue Diamond position. I am at the platinum level, and I've been doing doTERRA for the business side for 3 years. So, and that's about an average, it says 37 months to get there, right? So when someone comes to me, if they just want to get their oils for free, then we're looking down at the bottom where it says elite. And if someone were to work and help 15 friends enroll people, get them enrolled and get them on loyalty rewards and really loving their oils and feeling better, then they're going to get their oils paid for. Someone who comes to me and wants to supplement their income, then we're looking more at the P and the S. And that takes between 6 and 18 months, depending on how long, and between 5 and 15 hours a week. And if someone wants to replace their income, anywhere from that G and above is where they'd look, depending on where they want to go. And that's something that we do in an individual basis. So if this is something you feel like, I kind of want to try this, we have a plan laid out for you. And that is personalized to your goals. And we help you figure out what those goals are. And we set you on the path. So what residual income means to me, I would love to hear from you guys after this. We may just talk about this later, but residual income for our family meant that my husband could stop doing the job he was doing in Tennessee because he hated it. And we were able to we planned on traveling in an RV. So actually our dreams changed a bit. And instead what that means for us is now we're able to put our kids in private school, and we were able to buy the property that we had been dreaming about for the last 15 years. That's what residual income meant to us. So how much time is involved? This is the question that comes next. But if someone wants to pay for their product 3 to 5 hours a week, if someone wants to supplement their income, 10 to 15 hours a week, and when someone wants to replace their income, 15 to 30 hours a week. Now, all the time in the world could not help you if you just spend your time piddling around. It doesn't really matter how much time, it really matters how much quality time. And that's where I come in, helping to guide you with maybe 30 minutes here or 15 minutes here on a timer to make sure you're getting key things done that are going to help you, and not worrying about the things that aren't going to bring in the money. So could it work for you? Here's the questions. Are you passionate about oils? If you're not passionate about oils, what are you wanting to do this for? Do you love people? If you don't love people, you probably won't be great at this because this is a person type business. Now, I said, I don't love talking to people. I actually became a dental hygienist because I could put tools in their mouth and I never had to talk to them and they couldn't talk to me, right? I could do the talking, but they didn't have to be, weren't able to talk. And you're probably like, oh my gosh. Yes, that was who I was. But now I love hearing people's stories and I love listening to how the oils have changed their lives. And I love that I was the conduit or the avenue for them to be able to feel better. So if that sounds like you, you can definitely do this. So can you follow a system and get things done? Can you listen and do things in a structured way? And if you don't even have to make up the structured way, what's the next step? Just identify the type of person you are. If you want to share or build doTERRA, then you let us know. Let the person who enrolled you know, or let the person who's working with you now know. Attend a Business Made Easy presentation, which is our next call. So the next one will be next Monday at 8:39. So as soon as we're done with the next continuing education class, we do it directly after. It just dives a little bit deeper into how the income and compensation works to see if it's a good fit for you. Then you get connected. So we have something called daily mentor calls where you can simply learn how to do the business. And it's a series of 50 calls for about 10 minutes a day. And it helps you stay on task and you have an accountability partner. It's very, very simple. And here's the thing. Suddenly you just know it's time to start something new. And then you trust the magic of beginnings. That's it. All right, guys, I'm going to stop that. Some of you are still hanging out here. And thank you for hanging out. I'm going to open it up 5 minutes if you have any questions. And then if you don't have a question, I'll meet you here next week at 8 and we'll have another continuing ed class, okay? Let's see. Had to run take the dog out. Oh, thank you, Patty. Love my glasses. These are blue light, anti-blue light glasses. It's actually working because I don't have a headache.
No questions from me.
Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate you saying so. If you need to set up a time to talk, let's definitely do that, guys, if you want to learn more.
Okay.
And then we can talk more about your personal plan. So I'll let you guys go. Get on an airplane, Patty. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Thank you, Pat, for coming. Nicole, Sarah, thank you, ladies. Yes, we'll talk about your individual plans soon. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Good night.
Bye.